What's up, YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be giving my game day report uh, for Miami's Week 2 matchup against the Patriots. Um, I'm gonna be honest, like this season might end up being kind of a wash. I mean, I didn't have a great feeling before the season, but after that first game, um, it kind of spelled out some things for sure. Not only did we have more injuries, but we just didn't really look good anywhere. Um, I do have a new computer now, so I should be back with like film sessions. I just got it yesterday. So there's that. Anyway, going into it, Ethan Bonner is doubtful, and obviously Storm Duck isn't going to play. So our cornerback room is even worse than it already is. Austin Jackson, it says he's out, but he's actually been put on IR. Jaden Daniels has also been put on IR. Benito Jones is out. Darren Waller is still out. Jalen Wright is doubtful. It's not looking super great for us transaction-wise. We did announce that we brought Cornell Armstrong to the active roster with, Storm Duck out and Ethan Bonner doubtful. Also, we elevated Riley Patterson again and Jeff Wilson again. So that pretty much says that Jalen Wright isn't going to play. I know he's doubtful, but the fact that Jeff Wilson is active today kind of really drives home that point. So yeah, it's not looking great. I mean, it is kind of nice because I would like to see Ollie Gordon get some more touches. But it does suck. I mean, it really does. I don't really know if we have the capacity to beat the Patriots. I mean, if we play like we did last week, there's no shot. I know we had the players only meeting this week, which is never a great sign. But we'll see. I know I'm sounding very negative, and that's because I kind of am right now. But it is what it is. If we end up losing this game really bad, my film sessions will probably be like more focused on the young players on this team. Patrick Paul, Jonah, Ollie Gordon, if he gets enough snaps, things like that. On defense, probably like Kenny Grant, Zeke Biggers, that Jordan Phillips, that type of thing. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully Tua doesn't have 3 turnovers today. That would certainly help things. There was a lot of blame to go around. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle weren't really super productive last week. So hopefully that can kind of change. Devon Achane, he was actually making some plays. He just didn't get that many touches. Part of that was because we got behind early. We couldn't cover anybody. We couldn't stop Daniel Jones. And the 3 turnovers from Tua really didn't help. And that's the thing. Our defense is really bad because of our corners. So our offense kind of has to play perfectly, unfortunately. And when you have 3 turnovers from your veteran quarterback, it's kind of a recipe for disaster at this point with this team. So moving on to the defense. This is an absolute mess. I mean, look at the DBs. I mean, Storm Duck is out. Ethan Bonner is probably out with Cornell Armstrong going to the active roster. Artie Burns. I mean, look at that. Cam Smith out, obviously. It's definitely rough. I mean, your starting corners are probably on the boundary are going to be Jack Jones and Rasul Douglas, I would imagine. Jason Marshall being your nickel. And then you only have 2 backup corners. You got Juju Brents and Cornell Armstrong, which is not a great situation to be in for sure. Safety, yeah, looking pretty all right, but it's definitely kind of a scary situation. Benito Jones being out, that kind of sucks, but honestly, that might not be such a bad thing because then we get hopefully some more snaps from Kenny Grant, Zeke Biggers, Jordan Phillips. So I am looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully we can get some pretty decent pass rush. That's going to be the only shot here. We are up against a year two quarterback, so hopefully we can kind of do something there. Riley Patterson did fine. Special teams, I thought we were kind of okay. Jake Bailey, I still don't love being our punter, but that is. Moving on to the Patriots, they are going to be without Christian Gonzalez, which does help us. Keon White as well, and as you can see, Morgan Moses and I don't know this dude, linebacker questionable, but they did elevate Mark Robinson to the practice squad, so that probably, to me, gives a hint that he might not play. They also elevated Kobe Minor as well. I'll take a quick look at their depth chart. Like I said, getting pressure on a year two Drake May. Hopefully, we can get that done. I am kind of worried. I mean, Stephon Diggs is not what he used to be, but our cornerback room is so beat up. I don't know if that really matters. We did do an okay job stopping the run last week, especially considering we were against Jonathan Taylor. I almost said Jason Taylor. But hopefully we can kind of do that again. Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson. Obviously, a pretty good 1-2 punch. Antonio Gibson can play as well. Receiving core outside of Stephon Diggs, I mean, this receiving core is really nothing scary. I mean, Kayshon Boutte can actually be a pretty decent yak guy. Demario Douglas can play a little bit. Obviously, Matt Collins. But there's really nothing too crazy. The tight end room, you do have a decent pair there. Offensive line, I honestly don't think this is super, super scary. I mean, it is the best part of this offense probably. But, yeah. And defensively, they're going to be pretty solid. I mean, obviously the additions that they've made are mostly defensive. Hopefully we can take advantage of Christian Gonzalez being out. But, yeah. It is not a great time to be a Dolphins fan, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of those times being a Dolphins fan where it's not great. So we'll see. Like I said, if we get blown out again by the Patriots, I mean, I don't see great things happening next week against the Bills on Thursday night. So if we get blown out tonight, my film sessions will probably be very young player focused. Like I said, looking at Ollie Gordon, Patrick Paul and Jonah. Let's see. Like I said, Kenny Grant, Zeke Biggers, Jordan Phillips, Jason Marshall Jr. for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much Chop Robinson even maybe. That's probably going to be about it. If Storm Duck and Ethan Bonner come back, I might kind of take a peek at them. But that's really it. Like I said, if we get blown out again or just look really bad this game, that's probably going to be my focus. But we'll see. I'm not on Team Tank yet. I'm close. If we get blown out today, this season's going to be Operation Abrams. Like I said, I'm going to be looking at young players, and I might be starting my draft process earlier than normal. We'll see. But, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.